Kenan Thompson opens up about silent health struggles and GERD diagnosis after years of discomfort. Kenan Thompson, the beloved comedian and actor best known for his historic tenure on Saturday Night Live, is opening up about a health challenge that quietly took a toll on his life and career. For more than 2 years, Thompson battled an undiagnosed medical condition that affected his voice, his sleep, and ultimately, his well-being, until he finally received a diagnosis of gastroesophageal reflux disease, commonly known as GERD. In a recent candid interview with People magazine, Thompson shared that he had been suffering in silence as the symptoms of GERD gradually began to interfere with both his personal and professional life. Though he initially hesitated to seek medical attention, believing perhaps the symptoms would pass or weren't serious enough to warrant concern, he now admits that the impact was far greater than he let on, even to himself. "It was a suffering in silence situation," Thompson said. "I don't know if I was necessarily embarrassed to talk to a doctor, I just didn't know if I needed to. A historic role, a quiet struggle." As the longest-serving cast member in the 5-decade history of Saturday Night Live, Kenan Thompson is no stranger to pressure, expectations, and long hours. Since joining the iconic sketch comedy show in 2003, Thompson has become a staple of the cast, known for his impeccable timing, comedic range, and endearing personality. His longevity on SNL, now spanning 22 seasons, is unprecedented. He has become a touchstone of the show, representing continuity through changing casts and shifting eras of comedy. But behind the scenes, not everything was going smoothly. While Thompson continued to appear in sketches and deliver memorable performances, he says that the lingering symptoms of GERD began to take a toll, particularly on his voice and energy levels, two crucial components of his craft. "I would feel like my voice would tire quicker," Thompson explained. "And then there were the sleepless nights. That just added to the stress of an already stressful environment." Anyone familiar with the high-energy, fast-paced world of SNL knows that cast members are often up late writing and rehearsing, with long days culminating in the live performance each Saturday night. For someone dealing with persistent acid reflux, difficulty sleeping, and vocal fatigue, the physical and emotional demands of the job became even more daunting. What is GERD? GERD, or gastroesophageal reflux disease, is a chronic digestive condition where stomach acid or, occasionally, stomach content, flows back into your esophagus. This backwash, acid reflux, can irritate the lining of your esophagus, leading to symptoms such as heartburn, difficulty swallowing, chest pain, a sensation of a lump in the throat, chronic cough, and laryngitis. In some cases, it can also cause nighttime symptoms that disrupt sleep. In Thompson's case, the condition didn't just cause physical discomfort, it created a ripple effect throughout his daily life, from his mood to his performances. And like many people living with undiagnosed GERD, he initially didn't realize the extent to which the condition was affecting him. GERD is more common than many people realize. According to the American College of Gastroenterology, an estimated 20% of the U.S. population has GERD. Yet despite its prevalence, the condition can go undiagnosed for years, particularly when symptoms are subtle or intermittent. Getting help, and speaking out. Thompson's turning point came when he finally decided to consult a medical professional about the recurring symptoms he had been experiencing. The diagnosis of GERD was a revelation, and, ultimately, a relief. Once he began a treatment regimen that included medication, he says the results were almost immediate. "I felt better so quickly," he said. "It was a huge relief. I didn't realize how much I had been suffering until I started feeling like myself again." With his symptoms now under control, Thompson is using his platform to raise awareness about GERD and encourage others not to ignore or downplay symptoms that persist. His message is simple: don't wait too long to get help. If something feels off, talk to a doctor. "Once I got treatment, it changed everything," he shared. "Now I want to help others realize they don't have to just live with it." The silent toll of undiagnosed conditions. Thompson's story highlights a broader issue: how easy it can be to overlook, ignore, or minimize health problems, especially when juggling busy careers, family life, and societal expectations. For public figures, there's often added pressure to appear constantly on or unbothered, even when struggling privately. It's easy to brush things off, Thompson said. You think, I'm just tired, or maybe it's stress. But if it keeps happening, it's worth checking out. He emphasizes that GERD is treatable, and in many cases, manageable through medication, lifestyle changes, or both. Early diagnosis and treatment can prevent more serious complications, such as damage to the esophagus or chronic respiratory issues. Thompson's own experience serves as a reminder that listening to our bodies, and advocating for our health, is crucial, no matter how busy or accomplished we may be. A career that keeps giving. Even as he navigated his health journey, Kenan Thompson has continued to expand his professional footprint. In addition to SNL, he starred in numerous films and television shows, including Keenan, a sitcom loosely inspired by his own life. He's also hosted award shows, voiced characters in animated films, and made guest appearances on various programs. Yet for all his accomplishments, his most recent step, publicly sharing his health challenges, may be among his most impactful. In speaking out, Thompson is shedding light on an often overlooked condition and showing others that vulnerability is not a weakness, but a strength. Moving forward with gratitude. Today, Thompson says he's grateful to be feeling better and more in control of his health. He continues to work, perform, and bring joy to audiences around the world, but now, he's doing so with a renewed sense of self-awareness and balance. It's easy to ignore your health when you're focused on everything else, he said. But at the end of the day, if you're not feeling good, nothing else really works the way it should. As he looks to the future, Thompson hopes his story will encourage others to prioritize their well-being, speak up about their health concerns, and seek the care they need without shame or hesitation. Talk to your doctor, he urged. If something's not right, don't wait. You don't have to suffer in silence.